It's your girl, Lou Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She called names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Lou Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby, don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. Go.
She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south where the strong survive and snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lou Pac, baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby, don't bend. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby, don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby, don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lou Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. What is up, everybody? Let me tell you Earphones off. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Tuesday. Thank y'all for y'all patience. Listen, I was a little under the weather early. I was supposed to go live this morning with my members only, but y'all, I've been laying down, like just relaxing, just chilling. It's summertime. My cheering ain't here. Well, I got one this year. But outside of that, Ham is in swimming lessons. My middle son is at my sister. So, I just been chilling, just been chillaxing. And I was kind of feeling a little crazy earlier. So I said, let me relax because I be doing too much, y'all. But shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in. Y'all, what a night. Like, what a night. Okay, we gonna get into it. Let me give y'all my little shout out because y'all know how your girl do. I got to, do my little one too. And then we gonna get into it. I'm gonna give my piece, my reaction, and it is what it is. Okay. Let me see. Hey Christina. Hey Rebecca. Hey Shay J. Let me see what we got. Miss Robin, my love, sweet queen. Thank you for holding on the chat per usual. My girl Erin in the building. Y'all let me know if my sound is good because I had a few people say a while back that it's an echo every time I go live. I was unaware because, like I say, I can't hear the echo on my end. So if y'all hear an echo, let me know so I can try to, fix that. Because ain't nothing worse than a live stream with an echo in the background. Okay? Hey, Queen Iris, Terry Bro coming through with the copyright and fair use per usual. Shout out to you. We got Miss Love Mel. We got Mr. Reese. We got Miss Jeanette. Jaisha in this thing. We got Miss Sheeta to you, Granny of 8. We got Miss Witty, Miss Tracy, Miss Dina, Candy Girl. Who else? Let me see. Let me go down. Miss Shalene. Shout out to Sweet Queen for coming through with the first super chat blessing of the live stream. Thank you, my love. Hey, Love Cat. Hey, Miss Debbie. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Yolanda. Michelle Bell, my beautiful mod. Miss Lovely Caramel in this thing. I did reply back to you. I see you say I can't renew my membership for some reason. The option is not coming up. I did reply back to you. Probably gonna have to do it on your browser because I don't know why it's not allowing you to renew it. I've been having people renew all day long, so it's probably an issue on your end. You might have to do it on the computer, the actual computer. And hopefully that helps. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Hey, Miss E. Hey, Miss Fila, my love. Scorpio Stings, Queen Sag, Miss Charlene, Miss Jackie. We got Miss Ashley in this thing. Nita M. Alexis, Miss Stephanie. We got Miss Cheryl Dags. We got Jazz So Jazzy. Michaela, Miss Michelle Hodges. Who else? Let me see. Miss Janice. We got Kason in this thing. Christina. We got Empress E Baby, Latoya 714, Miss Leslie. We got Mistress Rainbow. We got Savy, since you know so much. No more drama, Miss Sharon. We got Miss Rebecca Belton, K Monet. Shout out to Miss Geraldine for coming through with the super chat. Blessing for your girl. You always do your big one. Shout out to you, my love. We got Miss Lisa. We got, hold on, Miss Duncan. We got, let's see, Brandy and L, Miss Denise, Sherilyn. Y'all in here deep, baby. The real McCoys, Carmen, Miss Lena. We got, hold on, Miss Roslyn, Keith Jackson. I almost didn't go live. I was like, too many people live. It's back to back, baby. I say, maybe I need to chill. But I don't like to set a live and then disappoint. Okay, so that's why I say, let me get my little time in too. Hey, it don't matter. Let me see who else in here. Who in this thing? Hey, Latanya. Hey, Kimberly W. Hey, Simone. Miss Mia. Miss Jackie. We got, hold on, let's see. Christina. I almost skipped to my girl. Hey, Miss Beverly. Hey, Queen Iris. Anything glittery in this thing? Thank you, Caramel. Hey, Renee. Hey, T Love. They had to reschedule court. Yes, they did, y'all. They did reschedule court. But don't worry, for my members, we still gonna go over them documents to see what's what. Yvonne, shout out to you. She said, I'm new to the chat, but I love your content and agree with the real. Keep giving great content. Thank you. I appreciate you. Who else in here? Solid as a rock. Shout out to you. Let me see. Let me see. What a morning. Hey, Show Enough. Hey, Shaman. Hey, Miss Tanya. Hey, Miss Stephanie, Miss Sherry. We got Miss Denise. We got Pretty Green Eyes, Capricorn Mom. Um, you say I love how you gave Rob a super sticker. You so real pop. Thank you. I support when I can, y'all. As y'all can see, when I come through the chats, I do drop a super to my fellow CCs. Okay, that's just me. I show support, baby. I show my little support. Hey, Pisces Divine Goddess. Hey, Maddie. Hey, Virgo Goddess, sweetly favored. Miss Cheryl. Who else? Miss Marlene, the J in this thing. We got Chocolate Season, Tyrese with the T. Miss Phelps, my love. Eric GG, Miss Judy. We got Latoya Jackson. Okay. Who else? Miss Lolita. We got two Lolitas, y'all. Miss Stephanie. We got Miss Jackie Hudson. We got about 5 Miss Jackies. Okay. Dreamy Girl. Miss Nevada. Who else? Let me see. Yes, y'all. Run them lights up. Thank you, Miss Yvonne. Thank you for that love. I appreciate you. See, that's why it's good to be a blessing. When you be a blessing, you get blessed. It always works in your favor. When you give with a pure heart, not expecting nothing in return, guess what happens? Okay? I've been dropping supers on people all day long, y'all. I was laying on the sofa, like, let me see who live. Okay, let me see who live. Let me go in their live. And I've been doing that for the past few days. Just trying to be a blessing, especially for the smaller creators that's just starting off. Give them some encouragement. Keep pushing. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Coretta. Hey, Miss Mees. I think you was in my chat when I went live. Was it yesterday? And you was like, please come back today. I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't come back last night. I tried my hardest, but I couldn't do it. Thank you, Love Cat. I appreciate you. You say showing love to the Gold Queen of Receipts. Y'all, I'm working on a video for y'all too. It's a good one too. But I just never finished it. Hey, Miss Amanda. Hey, Dope. Wait, is this supposed to be Do Nine Douglas? Or was that a misspell? Let me know in the chat. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? Miss Brenda, Miss Yolanda in this thing. You say now she made a post saying she didn't receive $1,000 overtime. Who? Hey, Miss Michelle. Who you talking about, Miss Ashley? Who is you talking about, girl? Because I didn't see that. Thank you, Miss Yolanda. I appreciate your support, my love. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it. Okay. Wait, let me do my disclaimer. If y'all would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac1. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to all my coffee people out there. It ain't many of y'all, but it is greatly appreciated. Okay. I know a lot of y'all don't like to use them apps, but some of y'all do. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. It's not mandatory, but it is greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. Everything helps us as creators. Shout out to all my members, days 1, 2s, and 3s. Y'all better get the memberships because I've been getting it cracking and members only. Been putting out a whole lot of content over there. Well, live streams, not videos, but live streams. But we do have a lot of videos over there too. But I will be giving y'all members only live tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna go over all them documents, compare and contrast. We're gonna go over RH's previous contempts and compare it to what LaOnya not counter contempt but answer to, because for far as what I see, she didn't file any counter contempts. Everything is just her answering or responding to his contempts, like whether she's admitting to it or denying it. So we're gonna go over that, y'all, so we can know what to look forward to once court gets here. Once they actually go to court and they give them another court date, okay? But definitely hit that like button because that's freebie. And make sure y'all watching them ads. Please, please, please watch those ads because it really, really helps. That's how we get paid, y'all. That's how we get paid. Thank you, Miss Yvonne, for the cash app blessing. Okay, you about 3 hours for me. You about a good 3 hours for me. And thank you, Miss Nevada. I appreciate y'all. Look at y'all. Y'all cutting up, y'all. It ain't my birthday. It's not my birthday ain't till February, but y'all cutting up. Shout out to y'all. So Hey Audra, hey Gracie. I didn't y'all. Okay, let me start from the beginning. So I was on the live initially, right? And I was like, I kind of had mixed feelings because y'all know my history with this particular party. I won't name no names. Y'all know how they go, right? Um, because of some stuff that transpired in the past. So we don't have a rapport. Let's just say that. Everybody, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all already know that. But I was watching it live and I still try to give people the benefit of the doubt and some form of respect because at the end of the day, I do rock with RH and I do rock with Kevin, I do rock with Dawn, and that's still their sibling. That's why I don't get on my platform disrespecting or doing none of that, even though I have been disrespected, which I don't care. But it is what it is. So I won't do no name calling or anything like that, but I will speak my piece because the little portion that I did see and I was watching other creators talk about it in and out today or whatever. So like I said, I watched the very beginning of the live stream and once I seen okay, y'all see how I asked for my little 15 super chats. Okay, a little 15, nothing too heavy, nothing too major. I be having like 300 to 600 people in here. So I put up a little 15 super chat goal. Child, when I seen 50, and the first thing you say, because it's the crazy part is I feel like if you're going to come on a live stream with something like that, you want to be as genuine as possible. You want to let the love flow automatically, right? Because people already are looking at you in a certain light. They already looking at you as if you're entitled. They a lot of people stop supporting due to them feeling like uh she's so demanding, she's so entitled. She makes people feel like they have to give her money. And that's why a lot of people stop supporting because I have listened to people say that over time in different live chats, right? So if you gonna come on live and do something like that, you should have first of all, it shouldn't have been no goal set, right? No goal set. Allow the supporters to give you freely because of what you're saying. And then to start the live stream off saying, um, everybody wanna call me money hungry and say I only do it for the money, but you have a goal set for $500. That's crazy. That is crazy. The gold set, the coffee link set, the cash app set. And let me say this because a lot of people get it misconstrued when we talk about this and try to say, well, everybody do it. Yeah, we creators. We're on here to make money, right? But don't take advantage of your people. Don't take advantage. Don't be greedy. Like, just don't do that. And certain people do things certain ways to where it gives off that you're only doing it for the money. Like, that's crazy. But that right there was the first red flag for me because I'm like, well, dang, you already coming on here to speak on something very sensitive, as in speaking, on your brothers, your family, doing the very same thing that his wife did to him. That's child, that's crazy work. But I still, even then, y'all, before it started, when the music was playing and this and that, I was still trying to give the benefit of the doubt. I was still praying for the family. I'm like, bro, this too shall pass. Maybe she just need a vent. It's been a lot. A lot of people have been through a lot of stuff in this saga, not just her. So, maybe she just need a vent a little bit. Child, oh, how I was mistaken. Okay? Because I'm like, God damn. Oh, it went way past venting, baby. And that's the thing. I was looking for, let me tell y'all what I was looking for. I was looking for accountability. Anytime you in a situation, especially one like that. Now we all watching this, and y'all know I say this all the time. We are all literally watching the same show on social media. We all watching this play out. Everybody has their own perspective of how it's playing out, but we watching the same things, baby. So for you to get on your platform and just point the finger as if you didn't play a part in any of this is crazy. It's crazy. And it already gave Disingenuous. Because I can respect it more if we get on there and say, hey, I can't put all the blame on my brothers, but I can tell y'all this is where I feel like they let me down or they didn't have my back as I had theirs. But to get up there and just say, hey, they did this, everything was about everything else outside of what they actually did to you personally. So it just screamed money grab. Like it screamed money grab. Then it was, we ain't saying nothing else until we hear that Cash App zinging. Like, what? I don't know how anybody can do something like that and possibly think that it's going to be a good outcome and it won't backfire. That is crazy, y'all. Like, that is crazy. Ain't no way y'all really thought y'all was going to get up there and do a live stream like that and it was going to turn out in y'all favor. It wasn't nothing genuine about it. And I was hoping for the best, I swear, y'all. Even though, like I said, I don't have a rapport with that person. I don't talk to that person or anything like that. But I was still hoping for the best. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, this is family. You know, we done seen some cutthroat-ish all up and through this saga. But last night, baby, that took the cake. There is no way in hell anybody can think that they're proving their loyalty or speaking on how loyal they were while being disloyal. It don't work like that. Can't nobody on this internet make me change me, period. If I'm a loyal person, I'm a loyal person. If you loyal to the core. Whether you feel like your brothers did you wrong or not, if you're loyal, you're going to remain loyal. You can still speak your piece and still be loyal. I say this all the time. We can do two things at once as humans. It's just like multitasking. That live could have went a whole different route. If you feel like your brother's supporters did this and did that, child, if this man can't get people to stop talking about him, why do these people feel like, and not even just her, all the people that have turned against him, why do they feel like he can stop people from talking about them? If it was that easy at the snap of a finger, everybody is grown. How many times do I have to say, ain't nobody on this side got a battery in their bag? Everybody is operating at their own free will on their own platforms, getting paid by Google AdSense. RH ain't writing no checks. That is crazy to me. Like, I just don't understand it. Me and my siblings fall out. Y'all know what we do. And I put this in somebody's chat. I think it was Krisha's chat earlier. We fall out. And guess what happened? We might go a couple months without speaking. But guess what? Ain't nobody coming on the internet to put no strangers in our business. We stop talking for a couple months. Then we meet up at our mama house for the holidays, eat, and we act like nothing fucking happened. Like nothing happened. No time passed. No, none of that. Because when you family, for the most part, you should be able to get past anything. But let me also say this. You can also do things as family that's unforgivable. Because at the end of the day, when you look at family, you're supposed to have the aspect of family shouldn't do that or wouldn't do that or couldn't do that. So it is boundaries, y'all. There's a lot of people saying, well, they're family. I agree with that. But I also feel like if I wouldn't do you like that, you damn sure shouldn't do me like that. You can love family from a distance too. Blood is supposed to be thicker than water. But it ain't always is, okay? It ain't always is. And shout out to Kevin because you can't do nothing but respect what he said. That man said, I still won't, go in chats and this and that. I don't agree. I'm asking y'all, please don't speak on my sister's looks or degrade her, anything like that. I know I can't tell y'all what to do, but if y'all have some form of respect for me, please don't do that, y'all. Like he said he don't agree with that. He was like, I still rock with y'all and I'm still not talking to her. You can't do nothing but respect that. because it shows that I can love you from a distance. Even though you playing with me, I can still love you as my sibling from a distance. She have to feel like straight SHIT after that. Because your brother responded to you and he had every reason to really go at your top, but he didn't. He still showed some form of respect. Like he really did. She might not be seeing it like that. Because I seen the comments with, oh, you doing a live on your sister is diabolical. But I'm like, ain't you live about them right now? Are we like what are we delusional? What's going on? How you tell him doing a live about you is diabolical when you're live about them as we speak? That was the I was like, what is going on? Y'all, but it's like, bro, that was so cutthroat. Like that was crazy. I've never seen nothing like that before. And to go from coming out here full fledged for your brother to turn like that. Okay, you know what? So I missed my child call. Hold on, y'all. Let me text my child. I didn't even see he called me. That's because I ain't got my phone on what you call it. Give me a second. He probably wants some money. What was I saying? Like y'all, that was crazy. Like I am at a loss for words, and y'all know that's rare for me. But I am blown away. Like I can't believe that took place. The whole time I was still. Oh, okay, my bad. I had to text my baby back. But I'm blown away, y'all. Like I cannot, but like my feelings is hurt because I don't care what me and my siblings go through. We gonna grow through it, okay? Even if we gotta go a period without speaking, eventually we gonna get it together and we gonna talk like nothing happened. And that's how you can tell by the fact that outsiders can come in and sway how you feel about your siblings and this and that. You can tell that it's deep rooted issues. The trauma was already there. It didn't just start on the internet. So all that, oh, you let strangers come. No, y'all had issues before that. A blind man can see that there were issues in that family prior to this internet stuff. Cause ain't no way. Ain't no way. First of all, what's understood never needs to be explained. I don't have to make nobody choose between me and my sibling. Because my sibling is my sibling. Can't nobody take that place. So it's a lot of things that were done that let people know that problems were already there. Problems already existed. I just thought and then to say, okay, I thought the goal of the live stream was to, find some sort of peace to move on and explain to the supporters why I stopped supporting my brothers. But it turned into my brother got twins on the way. Oh, my brother this, my brother that. They broke. They this, they that. They ain't did this. They ain't. I'm like, how do we get here? How? I swear to God, y'all, I would have respected it more and gave her kudos if she would have got on there, took accountability, because baby, you played a role. You most definitely played a role. Because at the end of the day, I've been in this saga since the beginning. So I didn't seen a lot and I didn't heard a lot. Okay. And most of us know what happened. And I said this in, I think, like I said, I think it was Krisha's chat earlier where I said, it was something about TM. I said, nobody made her form relationships while she was out here caping for her brother. You form relationships on your own free will. Had you not formed those relationships, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. All of your court stuff and fallouts and this and that, that's at your own free will. That's due to your personal relationships that you had with people in the saga. Your brother didn't have nothing to do with none of that. That's the part I don't understand. The whole going to jail situation, that was due to contempt. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, Kyra, because you know, listen, out of respect, and still out of respect, to be honest, because let me shut up. But like, I just don't get it, y'all. Like, I don't, how is it that everybody that wants to, now my sister calling me, what is going on? Like, I swear they be knowing when I'm live or something. Everybody start calling me and take, dang, you made me miss my thought. What was I saying? Like, everybody's seen the same stuff play out. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen the fallouts. Everybody's seen the messy stuff happen. The text messages that were dropped. All of that. And most of it, at least 95%, was behind other people's money. So I don't understand, like, what's the problem? But like I said, everybody do the same thing when they no longer want, well, I ain't gonna say no longer want to support. You can really tell who don't have no real connections in real life, because how is it that you fall out with somebody? And I'm not even just talking about her at this point. I'm talking about a whole lot of people. Okay, we're gonna speak in general, but you fall out with somebody within this saga, right? And this man becomes the blame. It's like a pattern every single time. Every single time. How does you falling out with somebody make you go against what you claim you believed in? Make you put your morals on the back burner and your integrity. I don't understand. I didn't fell out with people, and guess what? Pac still stood 10 toes, because I believe what I be saying. I stand on what I believe. If I say I feel like that man didn't do that to his wife, I'm not going to change my opinion, and I got all the receipts. I'm not going to change my opinion because I fell out with another content creator. That's crazy to me. So that means you ain't never stood on nothing. Nothing. No integrity, no morality. And that's a bad look, y'all. I don't think people realize how bad that looks when you can go against everything you fought for, because you like, why not just say, hey, I'm not going to support no more, and I'm going to just keep it pushing. That's what a real one going to do. Disappear. Chatty don't no longer speak on the saga. Ain't nobody seen her come out here flipping on RH or saying, oh, I don't want to speak on the saga no more. I fell out with such and such, so I'm gonna take it out on him. What? Are we not forgetting that this is this man's story? Nobody has been affected more than him. And that's not to downplay people being affected, because there's a lot of people that have been affected in this saga. But this is his story. He's at the top of the food chain when it comes to this storyline. I just don't understand the blame. We are all adults. Everybody came into this situation willingly. Nobody was forced. Nobody was forced. But yet, every time an issue happens, this man takes the blame. How, Sway? And the crazy part is, he didn't bring it to the internet. Now, I could see if he was the one who brought his issues to the internet, then, it would be a big difference. But he wasn't the initial person to bring it here. Oh, how soon we forget. It was even a point where He was on y'all. That was a skit. You know, it's National DV month. It was a skit. I just don't get it. I don't get it, y'all. Like, ain't no way in HELL she really thought that through. Because when you being disingenuous, when you being disloyal, when you being malicious, no good comes from that. No good. Yeah, you might get a couple cash apps, you might get a couple super chats, but guess what? For one, YouTube taking at least half. Okay, so that's the bad part. You get 500, they taking at least 250. Okay, so it's like, I did all this for what? But it don't last. Money is temporary. And y'all, the reason why I got my live caption, because I changed it. I had it as when the family fights, when the family feuds, nobody wins. When the family feuds publicly, nobody wins, or something like that, y'all. But I changed it to when loyalty doesn't end in compensation, this is what you get. Because peep game. It was a point in the live where she said that. She was crying and she was like, why doesn't my loyalty deserve to be compensated like everybody else? And I was like, what? What? When you step out on a limb for somebody, especially a family member, you don't know what to expect, right? You don't know what to expect, and you shouldn't expect anything because if you're being genuine, if you doing it because you solid and because you believe in your family member, you shouldn't expect nothing. Now, if something comes, that's all cool and dandy, but like that's crazy. That is crazy. But like I said, I watched the very beginning of the live, y'all. And then Am went live and I got clean off of that. Once I seen the motive, because I feel like I don't care if you telling some type of truth, your truth, because there's always three sides to every story, right? But you could very well be putting some truth in what you're saying. But when you're doing it out of malicious intent, when you're being disingenuous, impulsive, everything goes out the window. Because at that point, it gives desperation. And when it gives desperation, y'all know when people are desperate, especially for money, they're willing to do and say anything to get that. And that's why I said if it was genuine, it would have been completely different. Because I'm not looking for nothing for what I'm telling y'all. I just want to put my truth out there. I don't expect nothing for putting my truth out there. Like child, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like that was something, y'all. That was crazy. That was crazy. And like I posted on my community wall, hold on, let me go to it. I said, you see, one thing about the truth is the truth doesn't need lies to validate. Once you blend in lies with your truth, you take away your credibility. And once you take away your credibility, nobody wants to hear your truth. Don't let that go over your head. That ain't nothing but facts. Nothing but facts. That's just like a manipulated truth. Like, oh, I'm a make it seem like it happened more than once, even though it only happened once, right? Once you do that, you don't need the truth. Does not need lies to validate it. So it was plenty of points in that live stream, and then, like I said, y'all, I got off the live. I went on Am's live, and then I went on Kevin's live, and then I went to bed. Okay, to sleep. But because once I seen the motive, I was like, I don't. There's no need for me to watch. It's no need for me to watch because at this point, the motive was already exposed. Oh, we doing this for money. And that was the first thing she brought up when she got on it. Oh, y'all always say I'm the money hungry one, or I do everything for money, but yet you got a 50 super chat goal set for $10. That's 500. Like, make it make sense. I don't get it. This, if the supporters want to support you, they're gonna support you, whether you got a goal set or not. Look how we flood Kevin when we went in his live. We made it rain, and he had no goal set. That's how you do it. Because I want to get my message out here. I ain't came out here to take y'all money. That's why he got blessed. I like, I don't understand it. How does betray child? I heard what they said. Queen child, not Queen Fleet. Queen Fee was flew out by RH to M party. I said, what? I don't even be on here like that, and I knew that was a lie. Y'all don't know if y'all want that man to be broke. I'll pay for them. Like, come on now. How we giving an account of something and we ain't even sure if it happened? Oh, well, I don't know. They saying that it's this and that, but it still don't matter because this happened and that. What? So you really don't have a reason to be mad for real. You just want one. I would have never did that. Like, you could have hashed that out with your family. You could have gave. Here's the thing. Like I just said, when me and my siblings mad at each other, we go a while without speaking. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are the same way with y'all siblings. Ain't nothing wrong with giving each other some space, okay? Especially when you grown. Everybody grown, everybody got a spouse. Like, it is all good. But to feel the need to come on the internet to get their attention is blasphemy. Especially when you got a spouse. Talk to your husband. It's too much. Child, from what I heard, it sounding like a lot of codependency on family members when there's a spouse in the midst. I don't have to ask my siblings for nothing. And if I do, I don't need a man. And that's just speaking on me. And I'm going to leave that where it's at. Okay? Because child, it's a whole lot. Even when it was stated, when it was stated I went to jail and nobody checked on my children, I could see if it was a situation where you were a single mom, right? Because, I'm pretty sure if anybody goes to jail, they will want their family to check on them. But from my understanding, RH did text her and said, keep your head up. I heard from dad, you went to jail, keep your head up. I heard that, and I think Tab is live or Creature live, one of the two. But when you got a spouse, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it their job to make sure y'all kids is straight if something happens? If you fall sick, if you go to jail, if you go out of town, if you go to work, like, ain't that y'all responsibility? Because it sounded like, and the excuse was, now I could see if she said, nobody checked on me, right? But she said, nobody checked on my kids to make sure my kids were straight when I went to jail. What if they had a place to stay, if they had food? That's your spouse's responsibility, baby. That's not the responsibility of your siblings. Now, if you pass away or you get some hardcore time, then we might have a little discussion. But other than that, why it was just a whole lot of entitlement that I didn't understand. And maybe it's because I'm not used to that. I'm not used to asking people for money and stuff like that. So, I'm not I'm used to being kept. Okay, like I'm used to being spoiled. So that I didn't understand, y'all. And that's why I said I think in Tabit's live, like when you used to a certain behavior, certain things are foreign to you. So, maybe she's used to this. She's used to being codependent on her brothers, and that's what it sounds like. Like, it's no way, in my opinion, that you should be that codependent and spoiled behind your brothers when you have a spouse. Or be in your feelings behind what they can and cannot do for you when you have a spouse. Nobody has that much entitlement to somebody else's money or anything like that. Like, no. That's just like, hold on, y'all. Oh, I had to call. That's just like when you start having kids, because I got people in my family like that. Like, how you get mad because nobody want to babysit your children? The fuck? Like, them your kids. You made all them cheering. Nobody owes it tonight. It's a blessing when you got the type of grandmas that's gonna get them cheering on the weekend so you can, do whatever. But that's nobody's responsibility but yours. Consider that before you have them. It's all the same thing. Like, nobody owe you that. I don't understand it. It gave temper tantrum, codependency, entitlement, and a little bit of delusion. Okay? Like, I just don't understand. Like, and this is why I say it's always two sides to every story, because once Kevin got up there, he gave some clarity. He gave some context. He gave a whole lot of truth, genuity. And that's why a lot of people respected it. Because at the end of the day, and you know what? And a lot of people brought up Dawn, right? Now, okay, it was a point where and I've seen a few people trying to compare the situation, but in my opinion, it's completely different. It's completely different. Because Dawn wasn't so much in the saga and just flipped the script, betrayed her brother, and then switched on him. She didn't do that. And her situation actually helped him. See, sometimes God can put you in places where you might question it, but something is actually coming from it. It's a blessing in disguise. Because if it wouldn't be for Dawn, a lot of the receipts were pretty much at least 85% of them came from her to help vindicate her brother. So no, it's not the same thing. It's not. And she also took accountability multiple times. She said she was wrong. It wasn't no accountability last night. And like I said, we all watching the same thing play out. We all seen the fallouts. We seen the fallout with TM. We seen the fallout with Jeannie. We seen the fallout with the other lady over there. We seen the fallouts, ma'am. And I'm pretty sure it was more than that probably didn't even make it front screen. We all watched the same thing play out on this internet. So when you do a live and you take zero accountability, just chunk it up to, oh, well, I should have never came out here defending my brother. You did the right thing. Stop allowing people to tell you was wrong for defending your family. Because anybody would have did. Don't let them people play in your face. They lying. Talking about I stay out of married people business. Baby, let my brother or sister business come to the internet due to somebody else's fault. See if I'ma stay out of it. We don't play that. Because if you want people out of it, you shouldn't bring it to the internet. How is it that we got rights to the information, but the family don't? Y'all got to make it make sense. They ain't did nothing wrong by defending their brother. I wish people quit saying it. You supposed to cut for your family. whether it's against their spouse or anything like that, it don't matter. It don't matter. Especially when that spouse is cutthroat, when that spouse is out to get you, when that spouse is betraying you. It's no longer, oh, it's that's married people's business. No, baby, you ain't playing me like I'm your spouse. You playing me like I'm your enemy. That lady played RH like she was his enemy. She wasn't out here on a little temper tantrum between a husband and a wife. She put all his business out there. She lied on him. She manipulated his daughter. She took it to different heights. That ain't something you just stay out of once it hit the internet, especially with somebody who got millions of followers. When she came into this situation, it was a whole lot of women against her brother. You supposed to come through and show up and shut it down. I don't understand it. Like that could have been handled so much more differently, y'all. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like why? That's the question. Like why? Why not allow some time to pass where y'all not speaking and then y'all hash it out later? Or if they don't want to speak, then give them that. Because you came out and did the right thing, which was fought for your brother. He owe you something? I'm pretty sure it was reciprocated at one point in life. That's like saying, well, you owe me something, as if he never did anything for you in your life. Now that's different. If you did him that solid and he never did nothing for you, that's different. And that's why I say it's always three sides to every story, because now we know that they did a whole lot. And that's the crazy part. That should have just been, you should have just let that ride, baby. Like, I'm gonna give them, I'm gonna let it be what it be. If your brother already explained why he's not speaking to you, because from my understanding, when Kevin did that live, he let it be known. I told you why I'm not talking to you no more. Why did we as the internet need to know? And the crazy part is, it's not just RH that been out here getting drugged. It's y'all whole family. Even y'all mom, may her spirit rest in peace. Continue to rest in peace. It's your whole family. So I don't know how coming out here going live about your brothers was supposed to what, make the supporters look at him differently, or you garner some type of support because the support went away. But here's the thing, until you're able to acknowledge why the support left you in the first place, you will never have support. Nobody took the support from you. And that's why I sit back and I listen to people, and I pay attention in chats when they're literally saying why they no longer support you. It's not because of your brothers. It's not because of other CCs. And that's what a lot of people fail to realize. A lot of times you can run your own support away having a big head. These people are literally expressing why they no longer support you. So you coming out and putting your brother's business on Front Street wasn't going to change that, baby. And it didn't change it, because the real ones going to be looking like, well, you don't get no cool points for doing this. People who really stand on something, they not going to pat you on the back for betraying your brothers, because people not looking at it as if it's a mutual betrayal. How you looking at it like, oh, well, he went to M's party and he took pictures, and nobody's looking at it like that. Everybody's looking at it like he showed up to the party. He took pictures with his supporters that been supporting him since day one. Well, not all of them since day one, but apologies have been made. Shout out to Queen Fee, okay? Some gave apologies, and it is what it is. Just like you made amends with people. So I don't understand what's the difference. Like, and that's what Kevin was saying last night too. Like, how is it any different? One, RH didn't buy no plane ticket for nobody. Okay? If people were actually watching Queen Fee's lives and stuff, you would see that she went out there on her own. She went get her grandbaby. And that's why it's good to have all your facts straight, because you will look the plum fool coming out here saying something that nobody else was made aware of, especially when it ain't true. That is crazy. Thank you, Carmen Collective, my love. I appreciate you. Um, and then just throwing people in. Child, I don't get it, y'all. That was a whole hot mess and a half. Thank you, Miss Glenda. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Um, I am very disheartened by all of that. Like, I am very disheartened because it's one thing for a stranger to do it, but your sibling. And this is why I say you could feel like your sibling betrayed you, but you don't have to go against what you stand on to retaliate. You don't still get looked at as loyal by being disloyal. Like, I don't understand it. If you felt like that was a betrayal to you because your brother took pictures or went to a party, why you had to fight it with the ultimate betrayal? And now people looking at you like you crazy. And I guarantee you, thank you, Rakita. I guarantee you, them same people that was in that live, we all know how this game go. We all know when you got some tea, or you acting like you got some tea, or you finna do your big one, baby, everybody wanna see. But guess what? It only lasts as long as that live lasts. Can you keep those people is the question. And do you really want those people? Also, is that the type of support you want? Like, I wouldn't want that to even say, oh, well, they apologize and these are strangers, bump child by. Once you play in my face, that's a wrap. Okay? That's a wrap. Because some of these people that said some of the most vile, disgusting things that you could ever say to a complete stranger. Some things that you have to literally hate somebody to say. It ain't no coming back from that. Especially if you a stranger. I don't owe you nothing. Unless I want something from you. Hint, hint. Like, I don't understand it. Run them lights up, y'all. My girl say them lights is not liking. Where we at on the lights, sweet queen? Make sure y'all support my goal too. We got 540 in the building. Pac ain't asked for 50, she asked for 15. Okay? Listen. Y'all got your girl. Ooh, Lord. It ain't no coming back from this, y'all. Like, I was hoping for the best. Even, like I said, even with me not having a rapport with the sister, I still was praying that they get it together because they're siblings and I have siblings. I still was praying for that because they don't have their mom. All they have is each other. That's what make it hit even harder. You was that mad over your brother taking pictures with somebody that you decided your get back was gonna be something that y'all can't come back from. Cause I'm sorry, it's people saying, "Oh, pray for him at this point." Y'all, it ain't no coming back from this. Listen, that's my opinion. But if I was in this position, it ain't no coming back from this. Cause you could have went to daddy on. You could have told daddy, okay? You could have told mom I was cutting up. But you went and told strangers all the business. I can't trust you no more. And if I can't trust you, I can't have you around me. And I'm going to have to love you from a distance. And it's a lot of people like that. It's a lot of siblings that are in those shoes where they love from a distance. But if you gonna do your big one like that, you gotta make sure you never need them again. Because based off of Kevin's life, it was a whole lot of codependency on your brother. And that's why I was like, bruh, I hope she don't do what I think she gonna do. Hope she don't do what I think she gonna do. Because if you know you need somebody, don't do that. Like, don't do that. That wasn't a good look. That wasn't you know it's bad when the other side don't even agree with it. That's what took the cake, baby. Thank you, Miss Claire. I appreciate you, my love. When the other side don't agree with it, that's when you know, this ain't it, baby. This ain't it. Like, it's other ways to get a bag. Okay? It's other ways to get a bag. You could have let a little time pass, then try to hash it out with your siblings, and y'all have probably been right back to normal. But therapy is definitely needed because, well, it been needed. Because anytime, it was already a disconnect there. They lost their mom so young, one. And from, the stories that were told by the siblings, they were separated. All of them didn't live with each other. So it was already a disconnect there. I don't know. I don't know how they will come back from this. The last thing you want to do is come and I'm still tripping off of how she even thought that um like what she thought the outcome was gonna be. Because you your goal was to betray your brother. Because that's what happened. That's what happened. Regardless if we caption it with something else, the caption should have been the ultimate betrayal. Okay? That's what the caption should have been. I don't know how anybody would think that was going to turn out beneficial. Ain't no benefits or blessings in being disingenuous. Temporary, a little coin, but that little coin ain't worth it. It ain't like you was coming out here getting millions of dollars. You sold them out for a couple hundred in super chats. I don't even think they made $1,000 on their live. That was too easy. I wouldn't even, child. I wouldn't even do that for $1,000,000. Not to my siblings. I'm sorry. I just don't understand it. You like when you solid, you solid. When you solid, you solid. It don't matter what nobody else does. It don't change you because that's you, right? That's you. And the crazy part is, when has Kevin or RH ever came out here and badmouthed their sister? I'll wait. Somebody put in the chat. When did we ever hear either one of the brothers come out here and badmouth their sister? Let me know. Hey, Candy Kisses, my love. Hey, Christine. I don't know if I said thank you, but thank you, Tabby. I seen you sent me a super chat, but I don't think I said thank you. Thank you, my love. When have they ever came out here and badmouth their sister, y'all? I ain't never heard it. So it really boiled down to a show. And even if I even heard where it was, oh, he was already performing it. No, he wasn't. All you got to do is watch the videos to see that they pulled him on the stage. That wasn't a show he was already performing at. Mika already then came out here and said that she brought him there. Because they wasn't initially invited. That was for Am and her girl. They wasn't initially invited. I heard that Auntie invited Mika and Mika brought RH. It wasn't like it was a setup like, oh, we all going, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, RH gonna perform. No, it was spur of the moment. And even if it was, what's the problem if everybody hanging out with Doc? What's the problem? Everybody done talked about somebody. So what's the issue? Like, I don't understand. Selling your brothers out because he took a picture and danced with somebody? Baby, if it's that easy, whoo! Listen, listen, Linda. If it's that easy, I want to know something, y'all. You know, I could see if it was a build up, like, you know, oh, he done did this, he done did that, he done did this, he done did that. But it's when I heard, oh, the straw that broke the camel's back is when I think she said when they didn't call to check on her when she went to jail. I mean, to call to check on the kids or something like that. And I'm like, how is that the straw that broke the camel's back? They didn't have to do that. They're not your husband. I don't know if some people understand the dynamic of a nuptial union. When you get married, you're given to your husband. That's why you take their last name. They're supposed to become your protector, your provider, your everything. Y'all are as one. So them not calling, that shouldn't even been a big deal. It's a courtesy. That ain't enough reason to flip on your family. Oh, they didn't call while they didn't call to see if the kids need something while what? That's not their responsibility. That's common courtesy. But in my opinion, that's not nothing to get mad over, y'all. And then, like I said, there's always three sides to every story. Kevin get on live and we hear Kev say, well, did you call when I was in the hospital with Samik and I didn't know if I was going to lose my son or not? Did you come and see? Did you come visit? Because I heard him say, you kept saying you were gonna come. Like you kept saying, oh, I'm gonna come this day, I'm gonna come that day, I'm gonna come this day, I'm gonna come that day. And I think she said I FaceTime y'all while y'all was there or something like that. But he was basically saying like you didn't do it, but I didn't make it a big deal. So it went completely over your head, to be honest. He was letting you know this is why I still support our brother, because even in the midst of everything that he got going on, being drugged from this end of the internet to the next end, he still found time to show up at the hospital to make sure the nephew was okay, to make sure y'all brother was okay. So him saying, well, you didn't do that is not him saying, this is tit for tat, but it's him saying he didn't make it a big deal because he understood that you had stuff going on. It's stuff like that shouldn't always be an issue, basically. Even though I feel like that's a whole lot of reason why you should show up. Now, if I know my brother is in the hospital with their child and it's a possibility that that child not gonna make it, I don't care what I got going on. Baby, I'm showing up to that hospital. I'ma find a ride. Okay? Because it's the difference between it being something small and it being life or you know what? DEATH. I'm gonna show up. Even if it's for 5 minutes. So I just, whew, it's sad, y'all. This is sad. This is real sad. And the crazy part is, it it's nobody that could step in and say, hey, let me mediate this, right? Let me get my kids back. I don't know if the dad is like, if some dad is like on some, I don't want to be in the midst of that. You know what I'm saying? Because at more often than not, it's the mom who gets in the middle and get her kids together. The dads don't always be worried about stuff like that. So I don't know if their dad is on some, let me get them together, or he just like they'll deal with it. Because men and women is different. Thank you, Mom Zeus, my love. You say, dang it, Pac, why you ain't say you was going live? YouTube don't like me. She didn't come when he was in the hospital for 3 weeks near death. That too. I forgot about that. I forgot. Well, I'm spur of the moment. I'm always impromptu, girl. Okay. It was just a little quickie. Trying to fit in because it's a lot of people going live, y'all. So y'all know I had to come give y'all my little 1-2. But that's another thing he said when I think that was right after he had his stomach situation, the stomach surgery or whatever. So that's another situation. So he was basically just letting her know that it was times in my life where you didn't show up when I needed you the most. And I didn't make a big deal. That's what he was saying by saying it. Sometimes you got to read between the lines and not look at it exactly for what it is, but also don't let it go over your head to get some type of understanding and context. He wasn't saying it to be tit for tat. He was saying that life happens. Life be lifing. But I ain't holding you accountable or mad at you because you didn't show up. I still rock with you. That's what he was saying. And like, child, I personally feel like the only way that live should have been done last night is if they ain't never did nothing for you and you've been caping for them your whole life. Other than that, it shouldn't have been done. Because if you know your family been having your back for years, that should have never been done. That's something that could have been worked out on the back end. But to get in bed with the very same people who've been dragging y'all, all of y'all, not just your brothers, all of y'all, since the beginning of the saga is crazy. You could have stood on 10, just you and your husband all by yourself. And still had some dignity, some morality, some integrity. Like, hey, I feel a way about my brothers, but I'm still not rocking with y'all. That's how you stand on 10. And you show that, okay, this is what it is. I ain't rocking with my brothers right now, but I ain't gonna switch up either because it goes against my morality. Ain't no way. Child. It's no way, y'all. It's no way. Exactly, Raquel. Hold on, y'all. So everybody is forgivable, but your siblings, the ones that been helping you financially for years, because personally, it's really just sounding like a spoiled brat. Like she just spoiled. She used to her brothers doing everything at her every beck and call, and because they ain't been seeing eye to eye lately, and they both of the brothers that had financial issues lately due to their platforms being affected. It's like, oh, I'm gonna show a whole different side because I ain't getting my way, and because I ain't getting it at home, and I'm used to getting it outside of home. This is where we're at. That's crazy, y'all. That is crazy. Ain't no good gonna come from this. Has she not seen how it turned out for other people that didn't try to switch sides? Like, here's the thing, right? You might get a little love in the beginning, but you got to think about the fact that people still looking at you like you crazy, like you a flip flopper, like you a snake. Ain't nobody trusts snakes. They might show you a little love just because they want to know what you know, but when it all boils down, ain't none of it genuine. Nobody want to rock with a snake. Ain't none of it genuine. That's the crazy part. Was it really worth it? Was it really worth it? That's the $1,000,000 question. Was it really worth it, y'all? I can't. Ooh, child. God dang. You know what you want to do. Hey, my sister always finding the highest damn plane tickets. Oh, Lord. Lord, y'all, she trying to get me on the plane again. Y'all know I'm scared of planes. But she don't never find nothing cheap. Like, girl, why is that ticket so high? Yes, we going again, y'all. We going again. But I couldn't do that, y'all. I just couldn't do it. Like I say, when I fall out with my siblings, child, we we go months without speaking. But I guarantee you, when my mama invite all of us to Christmas or to Thanksgiving or to New Year for them black eyed peas and cabbage, because my mama make the best black eyed peas and cabbage and that honey cornbread with that smoke. Ooh, Lord, I want that now. I might have to cook that tomorrow. But when we fall out, when we ain't speaking, and it be little stupid stuff too. Y'all know how it go with the siblings. It be the dumbest stuff you be falling out over. Child, we'll go months without speaking behind some dumb stuff. And then guess what? We at mama house for holidays like nothing happened. Like nothing happened. Sometimes all you need is time. But when you're not used to that space because you're codependent and you used to a certain behavior, you used to getting what you want, you used to being entitled and spoiled, the lash out can be detrimental. And that's exactly what happened last night. That lash out is at her own detriment. It ain't no coming back from it. And listen, when you do something like that, you better hope and pray that the person that's co-signing and enabling that behavior is somebody that you can be codependent on in replace of who you were already codependent on. Okay? Protecting and providing good time. Listen. Whew. Miss Linda said, I'm tired of telling their truth with lies. I literally just read to y'all that you say, Pac, I couldn't even go in that live. I would have been. I got off. Because here's the thing. I was open to hearing it initially, right? Because at the end of the day, she's still their sibling, y'all. She did come out here swinging. But once I started seeing there was a motive and money was involved, it gave disingenuous. And when you dealing with a situation where it's disingenuous and it's giving money grab and this and that, it can't be trusted. I don't care if you do have truth in the midst, right? That truth is no longer credible because you're doing it for the wrong reason. You're taking away your credibility when you are disingenuous. Period. And now I don't want to hear it. I wanted to hear why you be a crybaby, but you don't have to bash your family to tell your truth. Even if it's against them, it's still ways to do things without becoming a snake or throwing other people under the bus. Why do we need to know that somebody sent you an ultrasound? Like, how is that relevant to your peace, baby? Why is that our business? It went from me telling y'all, me meaning her, telling y'all, this is why I no longer support my brothers. I'm saying this and so I can find my peace. You know, basically, I'm thinking It's alive to put it to bed. And she expressing to her brothers her feeling like this is the only way to get their attention, right? It went from that to, well, let me tell y'all a little bit of his business. Let me tell y'all a lot of his business. As soon as y'all make that cash app zing, I'm gonna tell y'all a whole lot of his business. Okay, that's what it went to, and that's disingenuous. You basically was selling your brother's business for money, for cash apps, for super chats, and now, and then that got it to the point where his supporters didn't care because they seen the play, and once the play is revealed, the truth is crowded. The truth become, well, your truth. Let me say that because there's a difference between the truth and your truth. Your truth got drowned out. It got drowned out. And nobody wanted to hear what you had to say at that point. All they seen was the betrayal. That's all they seen. They seen the sellout. And can you blame them? You started the live off saying, I'm not this money hungry person that y'all think. To child, listen. And y'all know, I done already said, it ain't nothing wrong with getting support from your supporters, right? Y'all been sending me super chats. Y'all send me cash apps. But I don't pressure y'all. I ain't giving y'all ultimatums. Like, it's a way to do things. It's a way to do things without making people feel uncomfortable. And that's the complaint that the supporters had with you. They felt like you were pressuring them, giving them ultimatums. They had to do it. They had to do that. And if they didn't, they call attitude. They call subliminal. And pressure. But y'all don't support me like y'all support. First of all, the pocket watching is crazy. The teacher always said, pay attention to your own paper. Because you'll miss out on so many blessings watching somebody else's back. Okay? That's where a lot of people go wrong too. Because what's for somebody is for them. It ain't for you. We all got our time when it comes to God dishing out blessings, but it's determined by your actions also. Your actions determine your spot in the line of blessing. And I don't want temporary blessings. I want the overflow of blessings. I want the blessings that come randomly often. Okay? I don't want the blessings from playing in the dirt with the devil. I don't want them because those come at a price. Those come at a price, baby. And I don't need nobody holding nothing over my head. Hey, Miss Michelle. Hey, Latte. What's up, unicorn? Shout out to Tate. Make sure y'all go check out that P. Diddy coverage she got on lock. You better get that coverage, girl. Because they clocking it over there in the P. Diddy sector. Nope. We don't want that. We don't want them type of blessings. When you gotta play in the dirt, who want that type of blessing? Who wants a blessing with terms? No, I gotta give you something to get something. That's great. Hey, Chatty. Hey, sister. Make sure y'all go check out Chatty's live also. Check out my sis live, y'all. I'm just disheartened, y'all. I'm saddened by this. One of the things that's really staying with me is the ultimatum too. It's like, you better choose me. You better choose me. Because I understand. I have a lot of siblings also. And I understand that when you a sibling, you're a sibling. You're irreplaceable. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. You should never have to make your sibling choose between you and their supporters, because that's a whole different type of relationship. That's a whole different type of relationship. You're supposed to already understand that the dynamic, one, this is their livelihood on the internet. So even trying to make them choose between you and supporters is crazy. That's not saying, oh, I pick my supporters over you. That's saying what's understood don't need to be explained. When you a sibling, that's a whole different type of relationship. You got your sibling always. Always. That's also a form of entitlement. That's crazy. Oh, child. You could hear the hurt in Kevin's voice. That was the saddest part of it all. You could hear the frustration. You know how I'm tired. Like you could hear that I'm tired in his voice, as if he been dealing with this for a long time. Like you could hear that in his voice on that live. And I'm the type of person that pay attention to stuff like that. Body language, tone, all of that. Very analytical. I tell y'all that all the time. I pay attention to everything to get context. Everything. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I ain't even spoke on the husband, okay? Because like I said, what's understood don't need to be explained. Any and everybody know that should have never even went like that. Ain't he shouldn't have been involved, no way, shape, form, or fashion. Because that's another situation where what's understood don't need to be explained. Spouse, sibling, period. Period. After everything everybody that been through in this saga, this is what you do? What? And the crazy part is, if she just wanted out, like it was at a point where I don't even see nobody discussing her. So when it's being said, okay, people been talking about me for months, and people this, people. I'm like, where? It's giving La on you. Everybody dragging me daily, huh? Who doing that? Who's doing that, ma'am? That gives the opposite. It gives projection in some type of opposite form. Like, I'm saying this because I really want people to talk about it. I really want to be relevant. That's what that gives to me, because I ain't seen none of that go on. Thank you, Raquel. Thank you, my love. I ain't seen none of that go on, y'all. Are we missing something? Because it seemed to me like she was out the way. Like nobody was bothering her. And I think it's because once you start getting attention and you making a certain coin, and like you getting love, when it goes away, some people can't handle it. And some people want it back. But just say that. Just say that. Don't make up something or make it seem like people is just out here dragging you and talking about you and this and that and this and that. I did hear mention of groups and this and that, but at the end of the day, what's private is supposed to be private. Now, if you get it out and you expose it on your platform, then you're taking away it from it being private, because people are going to have certain feelings about you. People are going to feel a certain way. First of all, if you the type of person that feel like everybody is supposed to love you, you have no business on this internet. Or if you can't handle somebody not loving you or enabling you or anything like that, you have no business on this internet. Exactly, Virgo got it. She go looking for trouble. Exactly. Why are we looking for it? Why not cut the people off? And let's say somebody is sending it. you do know that uh you have the right, and you also have the power to stop the bone carrying as well. I don't see nothing. Okay. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. People be talking about me and I don't see it and I don't care. And it don't affect me because guess what? I'm not aware of it. Talk, baby, because I'm gonna run mine. Oh yes, I'm gonna talk on my platform. So I would never try to stop nobody else from talking. And you ain't gonna distract me either by you talking. Because my supporters already know. Don't send it to me. I don't care. Don't send it to me. But it's ways, y'all. If I can avoid it, I know other people can as well. But when you go looking for the drama, when you go looking for trouble, then guess what? You're going to find it. You're going to find it. I wish I would be out on my platform worrying and talking about somebody talking about me in a group. Because for one, it's supposed to be private, even though we know for the most part groups ain't private. But child, who cares? People gonna talk about you. Everybody ain't gonna like you. That's life. That's life. But it's still ways to protect your peace. And that goes for any and everybody. It's still ways to protect your peace. You hold that power. If your peace is that disrupted, then guess what? That's a personal problem. Because at the end of the day, once I come in my house and I shut my door, baby, ain't nothing disrupting that peace. Ain't nothing like that peace in your home. Now, if you ain't got no peace in your home, whoo, child, listen. Better wake up. Better wake up. This is crazy, y'all. You say yes. I supported her park last night. Lost me. She was my cooking lady. It's sad. Like it's real sad, and it's very disheartening because it's like, why? It didn't warrant that. It didn't warrant that. I respect a person who stays solid in the midst of chaos. That's the most respected person. When I fell out with her, I didn't lose not one supporter. You know why? Because I still stood on what I believed in. I still kept doing my content. I didn't go to no other side. Why? If I believe he ain't do it, he ain't do it. And me falling out with his sister ain't had nothing to do with him. If anything, I gained supporters. So I don't get it, y'all. I just don't. Ooh, child. Listen, like I say, if you believe in what you stand for, not even the person that you was caping for can make you change what you believe. Your belief. It's no way. And I don't think people realize how crazy it look, or the fact that it makes you look like a liar. Because if you came out here saying one thing, representing hard behind one thing, and then once you and this person fall out, you saying something completely different, or you saying everything that the people who hated them that you were fighting against is saying, you look like a liar. That means you don't stand for nothing. Because you could still be mad at your brother and say, I don't believe he did that to his wife. And I'm still not rocking with him or supporting him no more. And I ain't saying she said that, y'all, because I did see people saying that she was like, oh, we don't know what happened in that house. And to me, that's even changing the tune. Because that's not the energy you gave initially when you came out here. When you came out here, it was, oh, I know my brother. You stood stern and firm on what you believe. I know my brother. I know my brother don't put his hands on women. So because he took a picture with somebody, it made you change up what you believe and what you know to be true about your brother who you grew up with. Hey, Tahira, my love. I don't get it. I seen that Mob Deuce, and listen, huh, that's crazy. I'm gonna just say that. That's crazy. But if I had to put my money on somebody, listen, y'all know the one who talk is normally the one who talk the most ish is normally the one that get folded. Because where I'm from, you don't do no talking. It be them quiet ones you gotta watch. It be the ones who don't run their mouth that you gotta watch. That's where I'm from. Okay, they gonna sneak up on you. They gonna let you do a whole lot of talking, and then when they see you, you ain't gonna have time to talk because somebody's fist gonna be in your mouth. We don't do that. That's but for it to even get there is even crazier because it's like why you can't let these siblings have their issue? Granted, that's your wife. Yes, you're supposed to defend your wife, but she's not in harm's way with her brothers. They having a tiff, and you talking fighting words. I could see if they was threatening her, then yeah, your husband's supposed to step in. But if they arguing over some petty stuff, some family stuff, you supposed to be the mediator or not in it at all. One of the two, because what's understood don't need to be explained. Family gonna forever be family, even when you loving them from a distance. Okay, so I don't know, y'all. That's crazy. But anyways, y'all, I'm finna get up off here. I feel like I didn't talk enough. I will be back tomorrow. I said I was gonna do my members only live tomorrow morning, but I forgot I gotta bring my son somewhere tomorrow in the morning. So it's gonna have to be when we get back. So whatever time we get back, I'm gonna set my live. But I'll probably do 2 lives tomorrow. I'll probably do members when I get back and a regular one that evening sometime. We'll see. Or if I finish my video, I'll drop that. We'll see, y'all. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with your girl. The YouTube been crazy. It's a whole lot of lives going on. I gotta try to catch up, y'all. You fall behind one day, you are like a week behind, especially when something going on, and it's a whole lot going on. But anyways, thank y'all for rocking with your girl. Like I said, so many people live, and I still kept a good 500 in the chat. So big shout out to y'all. I take it y'all enjoy my commentary. But thanks for the love. I love y'all, and I will be back tomorrow with another one. Bye, y'all.
It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She called names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Luke Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Luke Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. It's Lupac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes, 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 no brakes.